This guy sitting there reading the Metro on the bus stop was fucking fuming. Fucking PlayStation bastards. Fucking don't give me the game I want.
I know.
Where's fucking GTA 6, you bastards? Welcome to episode 14. In today's episode, the Metro are talking absolute garbage about the PlayStation 5, the new Resident Evil game, the Analogue Pocket, Tokyo Weeb Fest, the new Atari console, and two legendary wrestlers have passed away. So guys, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let's get stuck into the episode.
Hey everyone, and welcome back. This is episode 14. We are nearly halfway to 30.
Yay, anniversary!
Get excited! Get excited!
We're almost 20.
We're almost 20.
When it's
How are
episode 20
you
though,
doing,
we're going
buddy?
to be in fucking Portland.
Oh,
So,
stop it.
you're very
Stop
quiet
it,
for some reason. Wait, I don't know. Why is that?
I was going to say, I don't know, turn me up.
Usually I can't fucking...
Turn me up, baby.
Sorry, no, I should have done all this before. Oh, that's why. That I remember turning you down during Phasma.
You were like, I don't want to hear him.
Screaming your
I don't
fucking
wanna hear
balls
him.
off.
So how are you doing, buddy? How's your week been? I hear you've got some rather tasty news.
No, not really. Nothing's really been happening. Same shit, different show.
Nothing.
Like.
Yeah. No.
No, it's it's all party like, same shit. What about you? What have you been up to?
Tell everyone what you've been doing. Tell everyone what you bought. Tell everyone what the
God.
noise is in the background.
I don't know if you can hear it, but I've recently purchased a 3D printer, and it's currently printing away just now. I only received it today. I'm still getting it kind of set up and stuff like that, but so far, it's been a good laugh. It's been very, very fun.
Now this is going to be a game changer for you because you can model your whatever N64 things and mess about with all that kind of stuff and just have a bit of fun with
The
it.
amount of projects I had in my mind has since quadrupled since this fucking coming. I only ordered it
It's
Sunday.
one of those things. Yeah.
I ordered it Sunday. It came today. I was meant to come tomorrow, but it came today, so I was very excited. And I can't wait, man. I want to have loads of shit, loads of wee plastic pieces, lying about the place now.
Yeah. You're just gonna have all this printed filament everywhere.
It's fucking mental how strong it is. I don't know if this will pick up.
Oh yeah.
But it's fucking. Listeners, I would like to say I'm sorry, but I'll try to prove a point. So you're welcome.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. 3D printed things tend to be pretty strong. I mean, recently I picked up some stuff for my Mio Mini for a video that I'm working on, and that actually came in a 3D printed case. I mean, I got it just by there. It's a little 3D printed thing.
Very cool.
But it's very durable and it's strong, and it's not something I could squeeze down on it. It's not going to break. So
but that's the thing. It would take me a lot to get. I'd say I could break it, but it would take me a lot of force to fucking break it.
Well, that's good. Yeah, no, that's definitely good.
It's it's good quality. For the fact it only costs I say only, it only costs £200. It's considering
we got yours
printers for 500 to £2,000 and stuff like that. This is, you should see the fucking state of my YouTube feed now, by the way. All it is 3D printers. Because that's all I've been searching for the last couple of days. All it is top 10 fucking 3D prints in 2023. I saw stuff like that. And then I get wrong. I am 100% doing a video on 3D printing.
I think we're going to need that, especially with all the little projects you've got coming up. I mean, you can definitely do some stuff around that, because I know I don't care if nobody else watches it. I would watch that because I'm so excited for you to have this thing.
I want to print everything.
My wife literally said to me, she was like, "Are you going to get a 3D printer?" I was like, I mean,
fuck's sake, I haven't got a 3D printer, so now James is going to get one. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck's
I want to
sake,
be as cool as you. I know. She's like, "Oh God, you seriously considering it?" I was like, "Well, I'd like to, but I'm not there yet. I got a lot of things going on, so I can't sit down and learn this whole new thing."
I probably shouldn't even go that because of Portland coming up, but I was like, "Fuck it, I've been talking about it long enough," and that offer wasn't because that on a regular day was 350. Or 380 or whatever.
Yeah,
so it was on offer, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to fucking get it. I've been talking about it long enough. And I swear to God, Kian, I made the mistake of showing Kian a 3D printer 2 summers ago. And I was like, I might pick one up. And then literally, at least once a week, he'd be like, you still getting a 3D printer? Can we look at 3D printer videos? What would you make if you got a 3D printer? Literally is how it would be the whole time.
That is so good. That is so good. Honestly, though, I am super hyped for you to have that.
Oh,
and like,
I have some big fucking ideas.
I've already been like scouring the internet. I messaged Bob the other day, like, what sites do you use to like do stuff? And then I think I messaged you about several times, just like, oh, look at this, look at this. Oh, look how cool this is. Oh, look at this.
I don't mean. I don't care. Like the thing I'm printing now is just like a basic fucking N64 dust cover, because it's just straight lines and everything like that to try and get all right. I tried to print a fucking small cloud figure there, but I think I printed it too small, and then all the branching that's the supports and stuff like that, I think just literally fucking swallowed it, and then I couldn't see the figure. And then when I was trying to break the fucking branches off, I was like, where did the branches start and the thing begins? And then before I knew it, I'd snapped the thing in half, and I was like, oh well, that's that then.
There's quite a lot of Final Fantasy stuff I'm going to ask you to print for me.
I am shocked. I am shocked and
I know.
appalled. But no, that's fine. I've got loads of like, I started off with maybe like, I don't know, 3 things in my folder. I was like, I'll print these. I'll see how it goes.
Oh, once I've done it, that's it. Man. Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're like,
I've got multi-part projects. I've got fucking batteries planned, Bluetooth planned, fucking LEDs planned. All the shit that I've ordered in bulk for China is all getting used in the next year because of that fucking 3D printer. Just you fucking watch this fucking space. I'm telling you,
it's the final piece in the puzzle. That's what it is.
But no, like I do, like you said, like I do plan on seeing if I can make a few bits and kind of selling them on and stuff like that, or like just let people know, like, I'll print your 3D stuff for you if you want it.
I can't wait, honestly. Like, and you probably will get hounded by me for a little bit. Just like, can you make me this? Can you make me that? Final Fantasy, yes.
There'll be a knock on the door one day and it'll be like 40 rolls of filament, and then it'll be like a fucking thank you note for James. Like, can you print all these Tifa statues?
It's like, have you been looking at my, like, you know, browser history or something? Because I've been looking.
I mean, I didn't have to look at your browser history to know your browser history. I know your browser history.
Yeah. To be fair, you know me pretty well. You know me pretty well. No. So, no, that's awesome. I really cannot wait. And I'm a car not. And I'm probably gonna look at booking a flight over because I want to hang out soon as well at some point. Probably after Portland, but we'll have to make that happen.
The IGM thing, the thing I was saying in December or whenever it was.
Yes.
I think I'm going to bother with it.
I'm glad you told me that now before I bought flights.
So if you're going to book time over, we'll think of something else. I was going to leave it all together because some of the things that they announced aren't really tickling my pickle, like. So
nah, and I'm not gonna lie, that's probably gonna seem like a major downer after Portland as well. We're gonna go to like the, like, you know, big retro gaming expo, and it's gonna be like we go to the one in Ireland and be like, okay.
Don't get it wrong, like we need to start supporting things like these over here to get them to happen. But like they've announced like a fucking leather shop and like comic book shops, and like there's the retro gaming store in Wexford. That'd be the only other reason I would go, is to support Tony. But it's like a fucking 5-hour round trip. And I don't know, I'd be there for like an hour, and I'd be like, this guy's there.
Yeah. No, I mean, we could always plan a little trip over to see Tony. You know, it's just, you know, something
we could always plan just a trip up to Wexford, up to Dublin, back down again, and make it like a 2-day a night thing, have some sex. Yeah. But
we can spoon each other all night. It'd be great. I mean, sex is on the cards. So, in other news, you released a video this week that got a lot of views.
Last week.
That's what I said. It's the same week.
It's the same week, but last week. If it was, the same week, next within week, the week. This week, and this week would be last week.
It's within the past 7 days. And that video got me really excited to hack my Vita, because
fuck out of Vita.
That's right. That is absolutely right. And do you know what? Like, honestly, I don't know why I didn't look more into the Vita, if I'm truthfully honest. Now I'm like, so long story short is I hacked my Vita after watching this video. I was like, yo, this is something I need to mess about with. And yeah, it was the easiest mod I think I've actually ever done. Everything's
it's fucking
just done
crazy how easy they've made it. Like,
it's just done all online, and it's just like 10 minutes and you're done. And it got me super excited. So I installed all of that stuff, got my little SD card all loaded up with a couple of games, and
A
Man, the
couple.
library.
A couple.
Okay. All right. I got like 7 or 8
couple,
folders full of about. Yeah. I got about 40 games on there now. And that's not even the PSP ones, because that's the thing. Is like you download the software, you download like the PKGJ, whatever it is, and I didn't realize, because that was the other thing as well. I messaged you about it because I was like, oh yeah, all the Vita games, this is great. I was like, oh, you can download PSP games on here. And you were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I said that in the video. I was like, you probably did, but I just couldn't find it. And then I did find it.
The video that you said you watched.
That time when I watched that video and I missed it.
But you've obviously installed Adrenaline and stuff like that as well, have you?
Yes, I have. Yeah, Adrenaline's on there, and I've been playing PSP on there, and yeah, what a great little system! What a great little system!
It's fucking amazing.
This has just completely liberated it, and I am all about it now. Don't get me wrong, I love my PSP, but I think the Vita is now going to get some love because it's been catching dust. It's literally been collecting dust for like, I don't know, the past couple of years, because Vita gaming is so expensive.
Oh yeah.
You know, even now, if you want to get like a cheap game, that's still going to cost you around 20 quid. And then if you want the ones that you actually want, you're talking big bucks. You know, you're talking mega big money. And then there's a lot of things on there. Like, I didn't realize a lot of games came out in Japan only. So like, for example, there's a game called Catherine. It came out on PS3. Then they remade it for PS4. It's not a game that I've really messed about with. However, it turns out they released it on the Vita in Japan. So I was like, oh, cool. So I've been playing a bit of that. You know, there's games that I've wanted to play for a long time, like Trails of Cold Steel. That's a JRPG that I've wanted to check out for the longest time. And just like that, there it is. It's on my Vita. I'm going to start that up kind of soon. So I'm just like, oh, I'm honestly delighted.
So what you're saying is you're going to sell off all your PSP collection and just start digitally downloading stuff. So James is now officially giving up on the PSP. Are you fucking kidding me?
Can we not do this again?
You've literally just dug a hole. John's going to be listening to this and he's going to be sitting there fucking sweating. Because he's going to be like, he's fucking finally, he's finally fucking said it. He's finally
giving up on the end of it. I know. No, I am not giving up on the PSP. The PSP is still a great system. I'm still collecting for it. I don't plan on changing that anytime soon. What I'm saying is my Vita is now going to get some love. That's what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, pal. Okay.
And the next thing on the list. Shut up. The next thing on the list is going to be my 3DS, because that was also another system that you hacked.
Well, the one thing I'm going to say about the PS Vita is, like, I don't know, it's all well and good that the PS Store is still active on the Vita, but did you go on it? Like, the prices
I haven't been on
are
the PS.
fucking outrageous.
They haven't changed the pricing.
They've not done anything to it. It's not been. I'd say it's not been updated. I'd say they've not changed any of the pricing to reflect the fact it's a dead system. They've not done any of that. I will say it's cool though, like I said last week, that some of the stuff that I bought on my PSP Go, I think it was, years ago, was still there, which was amazing. I was able to download Metal Gear and Final Fantasy and Abe's Odyssey and all that stuff and play all that, which was great. But that's all but fucking deed like the eShop is as well. I say like the 3DS eShop, 8shop, fantastic. I don't know if you downloaded any themes, but it took me a while to fucking figure out how to install a theme. And then it just kind of happened.
For what now?
For the 3DS.
For the 3DS? Or? I haven't done the 3DS yet. That's next
on
my
list. Sorry, aye.
Yeah, no, that's next on my list. So I haven't messed around with it, but I am...
I'll probably... for your Vita? Because I downloaded a couple of what I thought were just dead or alive ones, no realising it was the fucking summer, what was it, the volleyball one? And then they're on bikinis, and I was like, oh, I like this.
Oh, shut up. You intentionally did
I did not, I swear to God. I was skimming through it, and I saw Anniversary, I got that. I got something at Crystal, got that. I got DOA, I was like, I'll get that.
Oh.
And then scroll down again.
Look at all these breeds.
It's amazing. And then it actually took me back, because I remember when that game came out, or was it that game? I can't mind. There was like a big, massive, like 8-page poster that was like double-sided, and it had like two of the fighters on it, like two of the lasses. One was on one side and one was on the other. And I fucking loved that poster. That was like
of
one
course
of my
you did.
favorite posters.
Of course you did.
It was amazing.
What teenage boy wouldn't love that?
It was glorious.
Even though you were 35 when it happened.
That was the second time.
That was the second time around.
I was 35 again.
No.
I was 35 when it happened again the second time.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Anyway,
who doesn't love it?
James, what's been happening there? So you've hacked the fuck your Vita. You're enjoying it. You've officially given up on PSP now, as you just said. You brought on yourself, James. You knew where you were going. You were digging your own hole. You just kept fucking going.
Can we? I thought we were done with this. I genuinely thought we were done.
You're
with
gonna have to make another video. No.
I have to make another video. There, funny enough, is going to be another PSP video coming out very soon, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's coming. It's coming. So yeah. So apart from that, life has been just adulting. Apart from the cool little gaming stuff, I'm working on a video at the moment, which is going to have a special guest.
What kind of special?
And I'm pretty much just working on saving for Portland, really. That's literally my thing at the moment, just making sure that that's all good to go. Nothing too exciting. What about you, buddy? What about you? So you got your 3D printer. You've been up to much else?
That's really it, to be honest. Usual shit. Kids are back to school in a couple of days. Working.
I can't wait for them to go back.
Saving
I'm
up
not
for
gonna lie.
All the usual shit, like.
Yeah.
Well,
I tell you what then, let's get into it. So the first thing I was going to talk about today is this article from Metro. Remember Metro?
Can I just say off the bat, this article can go and fuck itself. This is such a bullshit fucking article. Based on the first like 4 words or 5 or whatever it was. It starts off by saying our reader was disappointed. That's like me fucking writing a big article saying the guy at the bus stop was pissed off. Like
the guy at the bus stop was pissed off.
Probably just some fucking fanny on like Twitter who was like, Gamescom was shit. Let's write an article. Fucking somebody who reads the Metro's pissed off. This article was fucking bullshit.
The main reason I put this on there was because, again, I thought we could have a very brief little discussion about this, because I'm hearing this all the time at the moment. Oh, the PS5 is going to exclusive. Blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of annoying me a lot at the moment, because I personally believe the PS5 is a fantastic way to play your games. I really do. It's very optimized. It's I'm a PlayStation guy anyway, so like for me the controller and all that kind of stuff is very hands-on. This is how I feel comfortable playing a game. When you press X, you know where X is. That sort of thing for me. But it just seems that this guy at the bus stop was really, really annoyed.
This guy sitting there reading the Metro on the bus stop was fucking fuming. Fucking PlayStation bastards! Fucking don't give me the game I want.
I know.
Where's fucking GTA 6, you bastards? That's what.
So. But what they're basically saying is that Sony didn't have anything really to show off at Gamescom. Apart from a bit of the only game that they know apparently is coming out this year is Spider-Man 2. But I gotta be fair, Tokyo Games Fest is just around the corner. Is that what it is? Tokyo's Game Fest?
Aye.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it's called. But that's coming up around the corner. And I know Sony tend to show off a bit more there. I think it's because Xbox, though, kind of went in and they were like, oh, yeah, look, here's all these games.
The thing is, Nintendo have their own showcase. PlayStation have their own showcase. They're going to save all their big things for their own showcase. They're not going to some fucking hole in Germany to fucking show off their fucking new release game. Don't get me wrong, Gamescom did look good. And I would have went there in a fucking heartbeat. But like, nobody's going to come out with their fucking dick swinging to this fucking... This, like, when they
right there.
They compared it to E3 in the article, and then and then went on to fucking rebut it afterwards, like, I even know E3's dead. So you're equating it to like a fucking dead horse. Like, like literally when I was reading this article, I was the guy at the bus stop. I was like, you know what they're going to do? Next week there's going to be an article being a reader was disappointed by our article about PlayStation. And then it's going to just be me going, fucking raging.
It's just pictures of you like raging.
That's all it's going to be. You're just going to be like this. I'm going to be like, fucking Metro, I know you're fucking watching. Sort your fucking shit out. Write good articles, you bastards.
Metro.
The amount of articles I've pulled up because of fucking Metro, and they're like, clickbait. And then it's just like, fuck off. A reader, fuck off. fucking sorry. This really pissed me off, and I'm so glad this is at the start of the fucking thing.
Yeah,
Just
no,
our reader was disappointed. That's like saying somebody on Twitter was disappointed. Of fucking course they were. Of course there was.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's all the notes I've got on it.
Yeah, no, and that's kind of why I wanted to pull it up, is because of the fact that it's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but like the article literally starts off with Sony asleep at the wheel. It just feels like they don't care anymore. And like, to be fair, with all the Project Portal, no, it's not Project Portal, it's PlayStation Portal. With that thing coming out, that does look pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. And yet, it's like, yeah, but they're not showing off a lot of this stuff. Like I agree with your statement. They're not going to be showing off all this stuff there. They're not going to be doing the thing. But of course, Xbox had this big grand show of like, look what's coming in world premiere, all that kind of nonsense.
Xbox didn't give a fuck about Xbox. If Xbox came out with their own monthly showcase or whatever, then that would be all these conventions fucked. Because Xbox is the only one who's making an appearance, the only big one, the big three, who's making any kind of appearance now.
Yeah.
Because in mind, they bought the fucking... Mind at E3, they bought the fucking venue over the road fit and then were having their own conferences there. Remember that years ago?
I don't remember that. No, I don't remember that.
Because it was basically when E3 started going down the shitter. And they bought their own like venue, like literally over the road for where the E3 was. And then E3 was like Friday, Saturday mornings, and then they were like, it's like having the fucking kids or something like that. Like they had them in the fucking morning, and Xbox had them in the afternoon. You know, that kind of fucking shit. Like, but I fucked this article. Like, I was just it
just triggered me as well. So I was like, nah, screw that.
But another thing I want to talk about though, and I didn't write this down, is the fact there's apparently a big there's a load of PlayStation 5s gone back because they dodgy power supplies. Like, there's loads.
Oh, really?
There's loads of them apparently gone back. There's a couple of repair channels that I follow on YouTube who have basically said they've had like, they used to get like 1 or 2 PlayStation 5s in for disc errors, and now they've had like 10 and 20. They've been inundated with repairs because of the no power on. So I don't know if there's some kind of underlying issue with power supplies or whatever. Because like some of the machines we were looking at were fucking brand new, were like pristine. So it wasn't the dust or anything like that. And then it was the fact that power supplies were dead. So I don't know if there's just like a bad batch out there somewhere.
I would imagine so, yeah. But, I mean,
this doesn't put me off getting a PlayStation 5 though. I'm still going to be picking up a PS5.
I honestly, it's a fantastic system, and I do highly recommend that you go and buy one, because I just find that with a lot of these things like Xbox and stuff like that, they don't optimize it too well. Whereas PlayStation just seems to be a solid experience. Don't get me wrong, you may have that 45 gig update the second you put a disc in that may take 3 hours to download. But at the same time, it's always a solid experience on there. You never get like frame rate drops. Everything just seems to... once it's on there, it's solid. It goes. But it's just that, little bit in between. But... people are going to hate. People are going to hate on it. So I want to talk about another system now that has got people absolutely raging. The Analogue Pocket has actually released a glow-in-the-dark model. So that's not what's got people angry. It's the fact that when you pre-order this, because this is going to go up for pre-order pretty soon, when you pre-order this will literally... come out a couple of days later. So you pre-order it on the 1st, and I think they said they were going to like send them out on like the 4th or something like that, so a couple of days later. Now, why has this got people angry? I'll tell you why. Because there are people that bought this Analogue Pocket original, the original one that came out a few years ago. They bought that pretty much as soon as it was announced, and they are still waiting on it.
Oh, no way.
There's a Reddit forum where there's people saying, oh yeah, it was Q1, and they've had like theirs come through. Q2 have had whatever. And like people, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're sending them out, but people have literally waited forever for these systems to be able to play. And they are taking their sweet ass time, which is fine unless you're the guy that bought it. Do you know what I mean? If you had bought something, this is like buying something from Limited Run Games. Do you know what I mean?
But is this new one, the only thing that's different is glow in the dark?
Yes.
Internals are all the same. Everything's specs all the same.
as far as I'm aware, this literally is exactly the same. It's just a limited edition run of the variation. But like I said, the Analog Pocket, when that came out, that literally took forever and a day to get there. But like I said, the reason why people are hating on it and going nuts about this is because those people who bought their system back last year may get their system later than people who buy this on the 1st of September.
That's fucking outrageous.
It's bonkers, honestly, and it's caused a lot of controversy, and people are just going like bananas around, like, what the I've been waiting for this system for ages. Like, that's the keyboard warriors have come out in force ready to fight. Do you know what I mean?
There's like, nothing that makes me want to get one of these. There's absolutely fucking nothing. Like, it's 250 quid and it's a glow-in-the-dark shell. If you get a fucking Game Boy Pocket or a Game Boy, you can get an LCD screen. I know you can do more than that in the Analog Pocket, don't get me wrong there, I know. But you can play all the games on your phone as well. Done a bit of that.
I'm not being funny though. I mean, all you need to get really is a Game Boy Pocket, chuck an LCD in there, get an whatever it's called, an EverDrive.
Exactly, yeah.
Job done. And it'll probably still cost you less than that.
Well, definitely will, yeah. They're trying fucking charge you 250 quid for a fucking new Game Boy Horror. Literally, that's what it looks like. Yeah. Fucking, like that just seems like fucking bought me the barrel idea. Oh, it's 4:30 and it's Friday. What idea can we have? Fucking glow in the dark. Oh, Billy, you're fucking a genius.
Yeah, let's make one that's glow
just
in the
what
dark.
This fucking screams like.
Why
don't we get the previous orders at first? Shut up. You shut up, Matt. You get the fuck.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, I'm just looking on the site now. It says it's going to ship within 24 to 48 hours after you pre-order. Like, I can see why people are triggered by this.
I can see why people are pissed off. I'd be pissed off as well.
Yeah. But like I said, the Analog Pockets are out of stock, and it's like, do you know what I mean? So, like, because they basically maxed their order in. So why would you trust going with this glow-in-the-dark one? I wouldn't want to spend that sort of money and then have to wait like a year and a half for it.
Fuck that.
Absolutely bonkers. So yeah, it's caused a lot of upset for a lot of people. Now, I'm not shitting on Analog because their systems are pretty good.
A shit company
no, their actual systems themselves are good.
Shit fucking garbage. Fucking treat your customers better. Fucking honor what they've ordered. All that shit. Sort your fucking life out, Analog Pocket. I know you're watching.
There you go. We know you're watching. Yeah.
Next. Right. What else can we complain
about?
Sorry,
next
my
thing.
volume just peaked there, so
it's fine. No, it's fine. Sorry, audio listeners.
I'm not.
But anyway, so the next thing I've got up is there is a brand new Resident Evil game coming out. But do you know what? This game is not coming out on PS5. Ooh. It's not coming out on Xbox.
What's coming out then?
Well, it's not coming out on anything because it's a board game. So apparently, and I actually, funny enough,
coming out on a board. It's a board
It's
game.
coming out on a board. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So there's a brand new Resident Evil game launching later this year, but not on consoles or PC. It's developed by Steam Forged Games. And this is a tabletop adaptation of the 2002 GameCube remake.
Good man. Well
featuring a massive 27-hour campaign. 27 hours playing the board game. I love it. Now, obviously, there is a market out there for this, and I didn't even realize that this sort of thing was a thing until the other day, because I messaged you when I was in CX, and there was a load of board games in there of like video games.
They should be called I'm Bored Games.
I'm Bored Games.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. There's the dad joke for the.
No, there needs to be as many Always Sunny quotes in this as we can get.
Yeah, I know. But honestly, this thing, I mean, it doesn't appeal to me. It's going to be, in the UK, it's going to cost $99.99. So it's going to cost nearly 100 bones. And again, great if you're into board games and all that kind of stuff. It was more, I don't know if you're looking at the article now, but they got a little playthrough video to show you. And on the thing, it's just made me think, like, you should definitely 3D print
100%
models. Yeah.
Mate, I was looking at fucking getting the Warhammer because I was looking at all these fucking miniatures and all the fucking what's it called, like Dungeon, or was it Dungeons and Dragons? Oh, it was D&D. It was Dungeons and Dragons because it was
D&D.
some kind of fucking it was like this guy's like top 20 prints for being a dungeon master.
Oh, really?
And I was like, fuck, these look cool just to print out and play with. Like, because, you know, how they lay out the board and it's all big, and then they have, like, caves, and then they have fucking different shit all over the place and forests and stuff. The guy had, like,
100%.
all these things printed. I was like, that looks fucking amazing. Not even just to play the game, but just to fucking play. Play with in general.
Well, like I say, there is some fun to be had there for sure. But I'm
like,
looking at these little models, and I'm just thinking, like, that would be cool.
Some of the miniatures are fucking insane. Like, some of them are cool as fuck.
Like, so that's probably why it costs that sort of cash, is because of the detail that they've put into all that.
Like, I seen the 2019 one that's based on Resident Evil 2. Like, I saw that, and the fucking detail in that's insane. Like, it's not just a fucking throwaway license thing. It's like full on, like, fleshed out thing. Like,
100%, and that's why I'm saying it's gonna be detailed and cool. But that was the one that I sent you the other day, was the Resident Evil 2 one. Yeah. That's the one that
and then there's all the expansions and all that as well, which is fucking
because what was the one that Chris had? He had a load of
he had the Dark Souls one. He had Resident Evil
Dark Souls.
I think he had.
Oh, he's had the Resident Evil one before. So he might be interested in this.
Oh, it was Chris that showed me. But I think Chris sold them. I kind of meant.
Yeah, I think I remember him saying about selling some, but yeah, there you go. So there we go. There's a new Resident Evil game coming out. I want to know when they're making Resident Evil 5 again. That's what I want to know. But yeah, they're not. So as I alluded to a minute ago, Tokyo Game Show is coming up very soon, and Sega and Atlus have basically planned a special broadcast for us next month. Now, I don't see this being your sort of cup of tea, but I'd imagine it's some weeby game.
I have literally written down Weeb Fest September, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
absolutely.
Oh, I got to read the article. The article itself was like 2 paragraphs, and then it was like Sega and Atlus. I was like, maybe something decent. But then I scrolled down, and then the first paragraph was like Persona 5, and I was like, well, that's me.
That's me out.
4 even. I was like, well, that was fun. So I was just like, James will tell me about this. So James, tell me about this.
Well, the thing is, it's happening this week basically. So there's gonna be some good stuff going down, but they haven't obviously announced what they're gonna really be talking about. Just saying that they're gonna be talking about their newest titles. So there's gonna be some greatness coming, because both Sega and Atlus are an amazing companies. Do you know what I mean? They're great. They're good to cuddle up with on the sofa and just enjoy your night. Do you know what I mean? So,
share a box of popcorn with.
Exactly, man.
Introduce them to your parents. You know.
Introduce them to your
parents. Think about, you know, DLC and expansion packs, and you know.
She's such a good girl, and then later on upstairs with her legs behind the ears, that sort of thing. Yeah.
There you
go. Nothing but a good time, Graham. Nothing but a good time. But hey, did you know about this other new system that's coming out very soon?
So I heard it. Jesus Christ, sorry.
Sorry, am I boring you here? My God.
Man, Jesus, fucking this your fucking Weeb Fest to just fucking take it away. Man.
Bored you to death. Sorry,
Jesus fucking Christ. So actually, I heard about this a while ago, and when I first heard about it, I was like, so it's the 2600 plus, the Atari 2600 plus. I thought you'd already said that, but
yeah.
No, I was like, this is just going to be the same as the NES and SNES Mini, and I kind of felt like that kind of ship had sailed. Like, these mini consoles, I think, are done. But then when you sent the article there and I started reading about it, it actually piques my interest, because you can play all your original old carts on it, and it comes with 10 fucking decent games on it as well. Yeah. So James, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, that's the thing that I was going to say. To be honest with you, initially I was like, I don't really care. Like, I really couldn't care. For me, gaming wise, started around sort of Sega Mega Drive, SNES. If I'm truthfully honest, that was the sort of era that this was way before. But I got to be fair. This is exciting for anyone that is into the Atari 2600, but also I like the fact that it's actually just like, you know, it's got the whole USB-C power. It's got the HDMI out. It's great for people to. I think these iterations where they throw these out are great, because it's like I said, with the mini consoles, I kind of get it. I think they're great little things, but at the same time, if you could get systems like this, I mean, that's why Analogue do what they do, because you want to be able to play your old games on your TV without having to faff around with upscalers or anything like that. Like, this should put it out at the crispest way that you are able to put it out. Do you know what I mean?
The pixels are going to be fucking massive. ET's going to be fucking about 8 cubes, and they're all going to be like fucking that size.
You can't wait to play ET.
I cannot fucking wait. I if this is a decent price, I actually may pick this up.
So
like I was going to get an Atari when I was in Birmingham with you, but thought about taking it back, and the guy was wanting like 75 quid for it. I was like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, well,
like, if I
that's
get this,
the thing.
then I'd be if this is a decent price, I'd be thinking about it. Like,
they're saying here it's going to cost about £100.
Right,
you have got an Atari game right there, which I was going to say you can actually play it then. But no, they're pricing this at about £100 or $129.99.
That's fucking alright.
And then if you want an extra control paddle, that's going to be $39 or $29.99 for us. I mean, again, though, I don't think that's that bad. When you think about the technology that goes into it, if you're a fan of the system, it's definitely going to be worth playing. And just FYI, so the ones they were saying that you can get a box, you get one with 10 games. So there's Adventure, Combat, Dodge 'em, Haunted House, Maze Craze, Missile Command, Real Sports Volleyball, Surround, Video Pinball, and Yar's Revenge, which again are pretty decent.
Yar's Revenge is good. Fucking brutally hard, but so good.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So, you know, am I sad about this? No, I think it's only a good thing. I mean, it's allowing people to be able to play their old games on a system that doesn't, you know, you don't have to plug it in and have all sorts of weird and wonderful big massive things hanging out of it. It's just a straightforward plug it in, chuck your game cartridge in, job done. And I do think they should start doing these over the mini systems, you know, like upgraded, you know, GameCubes, upgraded PlayStations, you know. I mean, that's something that I'm looking at doing at the moment, is upgrading my PlayStation so that I don't have to plug it into the RetroTink or anything like that. I can just USB-C power, boomf, you know, all that kind of stuff. That's in the works at the moment. But
like, imagine if Nintendo re-released the Game Boy, but like fucking souped it up, and I was like official Nintendo, and I was like 150 quid. People would go off their fucking nut. Like, I mean, it would be gone in a week. Like, it would be gone in a fucking day. Pre-orders wouldn't exist.
I agree. I mean, the Analog Pocket's 249 quid. If Nintendo released an official Game Boy, oh my god, yeah, absolutely. I don't disagree with all of these things, though. I mean, the modding community has kind of taken that over. Do you know what I mean? They're the ones that are really honing into this sort of market now. But it's great that, you know, Atari have gone, actually, do you know what? Yeah, let's bring out a new Atari 2600 in 2023. Why not? It's no longer 1979. It is 2023, and your games need to be played. So, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I was into the Atari, I would pick this up. I'm not going to lie to you. I absolutely would. But I have never been an Atari guy, nor am I really that bothered about it. So I probably won't. But do I think it's cool? Heck,
I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I would probably pick up. Like, my only kind of experience playing Atari is all emulators. But if I was to plug it into a TV and actually sit down and focus on it, then I'd say I'd get into it. Like, because I've played ET, I've played Adventure. Yar's Revenge is fucking insane. And fucking, what's it? Pitfall. Fucking brutally fucking hard game as well. But all my experience with these is emulator. Whereas if I had an actual console and could sit down and play it, that might actually be something worth looking for in Portland. I actually might think picking up some Atari stuff, because apparently there's just Atari stuff all over the place over there. According to the internet,
I mean,
there might not be.
According to the internet, that all you American viewers, can you let us know? Come over to our Discord and let us know, and our American friends who are in our Discord, let us know.
American.
But yeah, no, I got to be fair. Again, I've got nothing against it, but I think it's cool, and it's got a little, just one thing for me personally, because you know I love a light. The little Atari logo at the top lights up as well. I'm like, whew,
I don't know. They had my USB-C charger. Like, I'll be like, I can add the battery into that and make it portable.
Look at him. He's looking for his LEDs right now. That's what he wants. He's just like, I can stick this in it. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, there you go. There you go.
Sorry,
that's jazzy.
Completely derail the podcast.
Yeah,
now,
derail the podcast. But for you video viewers, you can see here it is. Here's Graham's little dust cover. He's gonna stick his winky in that later, probably.
Fucking hell, my winky wouldn't even touch the sides of that. What are you talking about? Behave yourself.
Oh, that's awesome.
I probably should have left this till later, but I'm too excited just now.
You're excited now.
I am.
So I got a question actually. It seems though we're doing this. is 12. So is that a board that you've got that on, or is that actually part of the process? Does it print all that out, or is that is that a board that you put it on?
That's the heating bed. So this is basically just like a magnetic surface that it prints on it, and then it all prints off of that, because you're meant to take it off and be able to kind of take it, like wiggle open stuff.
Okay.
Apologies now, but the podcast has come to a cease because I'm more interested in this.
It's okay. We can.
I'm only messing. That's what I see. Because I want to get another print started there, so I can have it done before I go to bed.
There you go.
And I'll test it live on the podcast, so all the more reason to follow us on the podcast, so you can see me doing cool shit like this.
Why not?
But I probably should have left this to after the podcast, only because the next thing we're going to talk about is very sad.
It is going to be very sad, but it's going to take us into our final little segment. So
I'll admit, like, when I actually read this, I was legit fucking almost in tears at the gym. Like,
so I also was the same. So unfortunately, this week we've had two very tragic deaths. We've lost Terry Funk, who he's been in all sorts. He's been in ECW, WCW. He's been in WWF.
He's been
WWE, as they call it now.
Everywhere.
Yeah, he is an absolute icon. He's been there for some of the biggest things that have ever happened in wrestling, and unfortunately he passed away. But then what happened next was even more devastating, as we found out that Bray Wyatt had a heart attack and passed away at the age of 36. He's only a year older than me, for Christ's sake.
Same age as me.
I know. Can you even imagine? But so yeah, apparently he died following complications. He'd caught COVID or something back in the earlier part of the year, and that caused a lot of health issues. So he was rumored to be coming back for a while. And yeah, they just kept going on and on and on, and then all of a sudden this tragic news broke out, and yeah, I was.
And he was only just cleared to wrestle again as well.
He absolutely was, and do you know what? It was just gutting, because this guy was one of the reasons why I did get back into the modern sort of WWE era, if you like. I thought I liked his gimmicks. It reminded me of old school Undertaker sort of stuff, with the supernatural and all that kind of stuff, and it was really good. So yeah, honestly, absolutely heartbreaking. So they did the salute. I don't know if you watched that video yet, but the 10 bell salute. Oh my god.
Bray Wyatt, no Bray Wyatt, fucking Strowman and Rowan are barely fucking holding it together. Like,
well, that's the thing, they started their career with him. Do you know what I mean? So it's very, very sad. Very, very sad. So rest in peace, guys.
Like, admittedly, like, when I heard about Terry Funk, I was like, oh man, that shit. But like, when I heard about Bray Wyatt, like, the worst thing about Bray Wyatt was it was sudden. It was unexpected. Like, Terry Funk lived. He's been around the place. Like,
he was 79. I mean, come on, that's good innings, man. If
like,
I made it to 79, I'd be happy.
36, just cleared to wrestle. He's got 2 young kids. His fucking fiance, they're set to get married and everything like that. And then it's heartbreaking. Like, that's legitimately fucking heartbreaking.
You never want to see that. It doesn't matter whether you're in a place of fame or not. Someone at 36 passing away is not cool. Do you know what I mean? And a heart attack, no less. I mean, it's I don't know. It's just very upsetting. So yeah, like I say, we lost 2 legends this week. So I just thought as a little tidbit, we talk about wrestling games, to be truthfully honest with you, to sort of bring it back up. And if you had any sort of special memories through wrestling games, because I know growing up, I think a lot of us our age did. We played a lot of wrestling games. Like, or at some points they were yearly releases almost.
Sure, that's what it does. The 2K games now, like the 2K games now, that's why they're all shite.
Yeah. So I just thought we'd have a nice little discussion about, like, what are the wrestling games to check out.
So it's actually funny, because I've got a lot of memories around wrestling games which are funny.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about it.
Well, let's go back to young me, obviously. The first one is this is going to sound fucking dreary as fuck, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So before my parents got divorced, I got WWF Attitude on the 64, and I remember my dad.
Oh, nice.
I remember playing it late one night, and Dad got home, and he was like a bit pissed, and he wanted to kind of sit down and play wrestling with me. So I was like, come on in, and I was The Rock, and I cannot remember who he was. Like I kept doing that fucking. There was like a spinny elbow thing The Rock used to do, like where he would like jump up and go around your head and then like DDT kind of thing.
Oh, the people's elbow.
No, that's nothing like what I just explained. He like does like this kind of spin around and then DDTs you.
Oh right, okay.
But anyway, I kept doing that to my dad, and in fairness to him, he did not fuck it. I didn't think he knew what was going on, but I just kept hitting him with the same move over and over and over again, and then he was just like, "Well, good night." And that was it.
Oh, see, that's great. I don't have any like super fun memories of it apart from just playing it. I loved it. Like,
I blew up a telly playing WrestleMania. Fucking no, what's it called? The WrestleMania.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. WrestleMania 2000. Couldn't believe I fucking forgot that.
Oh yeah.
Because when that came out, I had a dodgy CRT in my room, and used to have to keep hitting it. Because it used to change colours between like blue and green and red.
Yeah,
like, just
I
like
remember
a filter over it. So I'd have to hit it, and then every now and again it would change, and then I'd have to keep hitting it until eventually they would all come on properly. It looked decent. And I remember I was fucking stoked. I got the game, I put it in, I went Y2J, and as soon as his fucking entrance music hit, the fucking screen just died. And then,
oh no!
Then that was it. I could hear it, but I couldn't play it, and I was banging fuck at the side of it. And then my mom came in and was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "My is broken." And then she was like, "Fuck." And then she fucking hit it, then I didn't make anything better. And fucking I got it.
Oh man.
And then it wasn't I got the game and it just came out, and I wasn't until a couple of weeks later I actually managed to play it when I got a new TV.
Yeah.
So
well, I remember I think the one that I played quite a bit was SmackDown. Was it SmackDown 2? Know Your Role?
Oh, aye.
Yeah, now that game, oh boy. I put some serious time into that growing up. My wife, my wife's a big wrestling. My wife, she's a big fan. She's a huge wrestling fan, and that was actually the game that she also used to love playing. Apparently, purely for Jeff Hardy. She loves Jeff Hardy.
What woman doesn't it?
I know. She'll often lust after him. He's a mess now, though. Absolute mess.
He's an absolute fucking train wreck, which is an absolute shame. I thought he was getting better, though. I thought he was improving.
He did, and then he decided to go back to the drugs again. So, and then he ended up in prison for DUI, I think it was. And then they eventually let him back out. Apparently, he's coming back, though. I'm not too sure if he has made a return. But apparently he is coming back. But I remember just swanton bombing the holy hell out of that, like all the time when I used to play that game. And Mick Foley, I'm a big man. So
damn right.
Yeah,
I remember Here Comes the Pain. That's still one of my top 3 wrestling games. No Mercy, I think, still the best. And
No Mercy is up there. Yeah, it's. Amazing. I mean, I've played that more via emulation than I have on an N64, and I don't think we need to really go into why because it's obvious. But no, it is a fantastic game. Recently enough, I've been playing that AEW game, the Fight Forever.
Oh yeah,
and that gives me very similar sort of vibes. It's very good.
I've been hearing loads of mixed things about that, with it being buggy and stuff.
I haven't really. I'm playing it on Switch as well, so if there is going to be buggy anywhere, it's going to be there. I haven't seen too much. Don't get me wrong; like the textures and stuff on it are not amazing. Like you're looking at it, and it looks like a PS2 game. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, but I'm okay with that. The gameplay is a lot of fun, and I highly recommend checking that out. The other one I played quite a bit was the PSP game. The WWE All Stars, which is just over the top. Good. Yeah, I enjoy it. And you know what? It's so far detached from wrestling games as a whole. But do you know what? They are still a ton of fun because they're just over the top arcadey, gimmicky, like oversized people fighting each other in a small ring sort of thing. It's brilliant. That one I do enjoy checking out quite a bit. But
I remember these
apart from
ones.
that,
Sorry, I remember these ones
No,
for
no.
being like, very over the top. Like when he'd fucking do the stunner, he'd jump about fucking 100 feet in the air. And like, I loved
exactly.
that. And when Andre the Giant was, you could play as Andre the Giant and fucking,
Yeah,
like he could jump in the air for some reason. I thought they were amazing.
Yeah.
And like just all the full on like
yeah,
comic fucking Ultimate Warrior shit was amazing. But like that had all the fucking good wrestlers. That's why I'm looking forward to this.
I know.
I want to play this fucking Brawl Quest, no Brawl Quest, fucking WrestleQuest.
WrestleQuest.
Aye,
Yeah,
because it's got all the
Yeah.
fucking old wrestlers in it. I'm sure now you
Yeah,
can
they-
get like in all the fucking 2K games now you can get them all, but they're all fucking ass to play like.
yeah. I gotta be fair. I stopped playing the wrestling games a little while ago, purely because they just went really bad. And then obviously 2K were infamous for just releasing absolutely destroyed, broken games for a very long while. But the latest one, 2023, they've got like a legacy mode, I think they call it.
All right.
They had it in. I think they had it in the one before as well. I think the first one was Rey Mysterio, and then this one is John Cena.
Okay.
So you can play through that. So I'm kind of interested in checking that out. But I got to be fair. If you're going to play a modern one, I definitely say to check out AEW Fight Forever because it is a ton of fun. And if you get it on Switch, we can play together.
I do want to play at some point. But I remember that Battlegrounds that came out a couple of years ago. That was fucking amazing. That's the best wrestling game.
Yeah,
I've
we
played
were
in a
meant to
long time.
sit down and play that at some point,
We
but we
fucking
never
should,
got around to it.
Because you go over here
Yeah.
for like a tenner.
I did. I've still got it. It's not even opened in. I
it
think
not?
it's still in the cellophane. I've never played it.
Yeah.
I've still never played it. I was waiting for you to go, come on, let's play. And it never happened.
Well, now
Not
we
that
figured out
that's-
the old Switch Online stuff when we figure that out next stuff.
Yeah, we could just play through it online together on Twitch. I think that'd be a fun
I
stream.
think that's a great idea.
I think that'd be great.
Watch each other fucking rage. No fucking way. How the fuck did you get that?
Damn right. I do you know what though? I honestly, I do think you should get Fight Forever. I mean, obviously wait for it to go down in price and all that jazz.
I'm
but,
not digging the
yeah.
50 quid price mark. Like.
No, but you get to play as one of my favorite wrestlers, which is Kenny Omega. I love him. He's so good. So good. So
Okay.
yeah. You're just like, yeah. All right.
The big thing about AEW is like I keep seeing Billy Gunn everywhere. Like the fucking scissor me daddy shit. All the time I see that just makes me fucking laugh. Doesn't make the licky fucking sense, but it's funny. But the fact he's like fucking well into his like 50s, if no possibly 60s, and he's jacked to fuck like.
Oh, he is. He's on all the roids.
Still looks amazing.
I think he's still taking stuff.
Oh, 100%.
100%. I wouldn't be surprised. But actually, just a fun little thing. They recently done All In Wembley. So AEW were actually over here. And I didn't realize this, but so Chris Jericho uses Fozzy, which is his metal band, and I use that term very loosely. Metal, but yeah, his metal band. He uses the song Judas as his intro. So do you know what he did at All In? He got the full band there, and he performed the entirety of Judas just to say that he's played at Wembley Arena.
That's amazing.
I thought that was the funniest thing. It's like
brilliant.
He knows the band's never going to be big enough to fill out Wembley Arena. So he's like, I've got it. I know what I'm going to do.
Joy play at Wembley. How the fuck do you swing that gig? Leave it to Uncle Jerry. Oh, fucking get that.
Uncle Jerry's got it. So I just couldn't believe it, but I also 100% can believe it.
You fucking 100% would, like 100%. If you got that in, 100%, like. At least you can say no.
You would do it.
Played at Wembley.
I don't blame him.
Played at Wembley.
I don't blame him.
Wrestled at Wembley. Did he win his match?
I don't know. I haven't got that far. It was only the fact that it was only because Mrs. Lady told me. She was like, "Did you see? did you see what Jericho did? I was like, no, what happened? Well, you know, he played that. I was like, oh my god, I've got it. I've started watching it because I downloaded the pay-per-view. I've started watching it. I'm about an hour odd in, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, I will say it's not too bad.
I don't know. I watch highlights. Like, there's times where I keep I get into wrestling, but then swiftly get back out again. I don't know. It's just. I started watching again a few years ago, and it seemed to be fucking Roman Reigns was there, not doing anything, and then I kind of zone out here and there.
Yeah.
And I went back there last week, and then it's like it's still fucking him, still doing nothing. Like
I haven't.
I know there's some
WWE
kind of fucking storyline going on with him and his fucking family, but I could not give a fuck. Like.
Nah, they're really, really pulling him along now, and it's just a bit like boring. I kind of got back into it when I went to Clash in the Castle.
Oh yeah,
because obviously I wanted to know what storylines were.
Oh, and Drew McIntyre's gone as well.
Oh what?
He's gone.
No way.
He's gone.
Where's he gone? AEW.
Him? I don't know. I don't know where he's gone. I'll need to double check that, but I'm sure I read something the other day that said Drew McIntyre's left.
Is it?
I'm 75% certain.
I don't know. We're gonna need to fact check that.
Fact check this. But anyway, because you've not seen him in a fucking long time, like.
Well, I mean, again, I kind of watched it just to see what was going on leading up to Clash at the Castle, because obviously I went to that in Cardiff. But apart from that, then I kind of I got out of it very quickly afterwards. So. Yeah. It's no, apparently it just says he was in Budapest.
Oh.
For filming the Killers game movie, whatever that is, which apparently includes Ice-T and Dave Bautista.
Ooh. Now I'm intrigued.
There you go. So
I'm definitely watching it.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I could have sworn I read something.
But yeah, no, apparently it doesn't say anything about him leaving. No, it's fine. I was thinking that. I hadn't heard that, so I wasn't too sure. But yeah, no, there you go. Drew, 4-time champion. There you go. No, he was in WWE a couple of days ago, apparently.
Oh, fair enough.
There you go. There you go.
Fuck
I was gonna say if he was gonna be anywhere though, he'd probably go to AEW.
Probably.
So. There we go, buddy. Have you got anything else that you want to put out there into the world?
My print's done.
There you go. His print is done.
I need to sand it, but apart from that,
yeah, you do.
It's done.
That actually looks pretty decent.
That's all right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like that'll be sat on the shelf. Like it's like there's like we like shelf label things you can get that are like that. The embossed look. So I'm going to print off a few of them.
Well, I sent you a PSP one the other day, and
you sent me fucking loads of stuff, James.
I am gonna ask you nicely.
And I am not printing off that fucking Aether statue, no matter how much you beg. I'm not.
What the one with the big breets?
The one with the breets and the bunani hanging out and everything like that. Like,
oh man, come on.
No, I can't print.
Do me a solid, bro. Come on, do me a solid.
Kids walking about in here, like. I printing that fucking
kids walking
smut.
around in here, he says. I got kids, no.
It's like me going down to the fucking pawn shop and getting your magazines for you.
Go get me a skin mag. Go on.
Print that shit for you. Fucking shit. Nah, I'm like, I need to
get my nuts.
He didn't.
No.
If any Mrs. Ladies listen, he didn't actually send me that. But no, there's loads of fucking stuff I'm going to print. But aye, if there's anything you want to print, just send me the file. I'll tell you how much filament it costs, and if I need new filament to print it, then I'll be like, James, get me new filament.
I'll just start selling kilos and kilos of it over to you.
Jesus
I'll just be like, take that.
Aye.
Make me stuff.
Here's 2 kilo filament.
No.
And 20 quid toward the electricity.
There's some wild stuff. But anyway, we'll leave it there. We'll thank you very much for everyone for listening.
Aye.
Don't forget to check out all our stuff, all the usual fun stuff. They'll be down in the descriptions below. And until next week, my compadre.
Aye. Check us out, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We've got Twitter now. Discord.
Yeah, we do.
All that stuff. And James, enjoy your Vita.
I will. Take it easy.
Bye.
Catch you next week, guys. Bye.